You smoothed it on at 7:14 in the morning. By 10:30, you caught your reflection in the elevator, and there it was. That dry, settled line at the corner of your mouth. A patch over your cheekbone that used to look dewy and now just looks powdered. Dusty, older. It isn't your skin, and it isn't how you're blending. The foundation itself is wrong for you. 5 of the bestsellers on Sephora shelves right now, the ones that 22-year-old associate keeps pushing on you, were formulated for 22-year-old skin. Tight pores, bouncy collagen, no fine lines for pigment to slip into. On skin over 40, those same formulas cake into your laugh lines and settle into every place you'd rather they didn't. So today, I'm naming the 5 to stop buying with honest ratings out of 10, and the 3 that actually melt into mature skin instead of sitting on top of it like a mask. Let's start with IT Cosmetics CC Cream. 4 out of 10, I know. This is the one every beauty editor over 40 has been recommending for the last decade. The packaging practically screams mature skin, and on paper it sounds perfect. Hydrating, full coverage, anti-redness, all the things you want. In practice, though, it plays heavier than it looks in the tube. The formula is dense, and dense foundations on aging skin do this funny thing where they look beautiful for the first hour and then start migrating. The product physically moves around on your face throughout the day. By lunchtime, it's pooled into the smile lines, settled around the chin, and gathered in those soft little vertical lines above your lip. It doesn't ruin your face, but it isn't doing you any favors either. And at $39 a tube, you deserve better. Next, Too Faced Born This Way, 3 out of 10. The lowest score on this list, and I don't say that lightly. This one breaks my heart because the bottle is gorgeous and the brand name feels so empowering. But the formula is just too heavy. It doesn't melt in, it sits. You'll notice it most around the nose where it pulls and creases by mid-afternoon. And on cheeks that have lost a little volume, which happens to all of us, it actually emphasizes the texture instead of smoothing it. You end up with that too much makeup effect where you know something is off, but you can't put your finger on what. The honest answer is the formula was built for skin with a little more spring in it. Yours has lived. It deserves something that moves with it. Lancome Teint Idol Ultra Wear, 6 out of 10. The highest score of the 5 to avoid, and I will tell you why. The finish is genuinely lovely when you first put it on, polished, even, almost professional, and it lasts. 12 to 13 hours, easy. So why is it on the no list? Because the texture is stiff. There is a firmness to it that works beautifully on younger, denser skin, but on a face that is thinner now, that has more movement in it, that needs flexibility, stiff foundation reads as flat. It mutes everything. Your natural glow underneath, your dimension, the soft shadows that make a face look alive, it all gets covered up. If you are going for, I am wearing a lot of foundation, this works. If you are going for, I look like myself but rested, it does not. Milani Conceal Plus Perfect is up next, 5 out of 10. The drugstore darling. I love a budget pick as much as anyone, and the coverage on this is honestly impressive for the price. But the coverage is also the problem. It is so pigmented that it is almost impossible not to over-apply. And once you have gone heavy, this formula has nowhere to go but to sit on the surface of your skin. It does not sink in, it does not blend down, it just hangs there looking like a layer between you and the world. A lighter hand helps, but at that point you are using so little product that you might as well be using something better. For mature skin, this one fights you the whole way. The last one to avoid is Fenty Beauty Foundation, 4 out of 10. The shade range is genuinely incredible. There's a tone for everyone, which is no small thing in this industry, but the formula itself runs matte, really matte, drees down fast. And matte plus mature skin is rarely a happy marriage. The dry down clings to every dry patch, every flaky spot the harsh winter air left behind, every little area of texture you didn't even know you had. It magnifies the things you were hoping foundation would soften. On smooth, oily, 20-something skin, this is a dream product. On skin that needs a little kindness, a little flexibility, a little glow underneath, it's the wrong tool entirely. If any of those 5 are in your drawer right now, that's okay. Just don't repurchase when they run out. And if this is the kind of honest beauty talk you've been looking for, hit subscribe. I do one of these every week, real reviews on real mature skin. Now for the good news, the foundations that actually work. First up, NARS Foundation, 7 out of 10. The classic NARS Sheer Glow and Natural Radiant Longwear formulas have been quietly outperforming their flashier competition for years. The reason is simple: they are lightweight, they are buildable, and the finish is genuinely natural, meaning your skin still looks like skin underneath, not like a canvas someone painted over. What I love about NARS on mature skin is that it does not sink into lines. The pigment stays where you put it. The formula has just enough slip to blend down properly, but enough structure to hold its place through the day. By the end of the workday, it still looks polished. Not perfect polished. That is the goal. You are not trying to look airbrushed. You are trying to look like the rested, well cared for version of yourself. NARS gets you there. Now for the one I really want every woman watching to know about, Luxe Color Changing Foundation, 10 out of 10. The only perfect score on this list, and I don't hand those out lightly. This is the Your Skin But Better foundation you've been searching for without realizing it exists. Before you roll your eyes at the color changing part, hear me out. This technology finally cracks the code for mature skin. You know how most foundations look, one color in the bottle, another color on the back of your hand, and a third weird orangey color on your face by hour 3? That's oxidation. On younger skin with more oil and faster cell turnover, it isn't as obvious. On mature skin, which tends to be drier, that orange or gray cast becomes painfully visible by afternoon. Luxe is built differently. The pigment beads release color as they meet your skin, so the foundation literally adjusts to your tone as you blend it in. No oxidizing orange, no gray cast, no mask line at the jaw. And the formula stays flexible, so it does not settle into lines. It does not gather at the corners of your mouth. It does not cling to dry patches. It's truly your skin but better, evened out and softly perfected all day. It has been selling out. The link is in the description to Amazon, where you can still grab it. And finally, Haus Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. 8 out of 10. This is the newer kid on the block, and I will admit I was skeptical because it is a celebrity brand and most celebrity brands skew toward younger consumers. But Haus Labs got something right with this one. It adapts. The formula stays flexible on the skin, which means when you smile, when you talk, when you laugh, it moves with you instead of cracking around the edges. It does not settle, and the finish is fresh. Not dewy in that wet 20-year-old way, but fresh in a way that says your skin is healthy and comfortable. For a woman in her 40s or 50s dealing with that midday tightness that comes from foundations that fight the face, this is a real relief. So there you have it. 5 to stop buying. 3 that actually work. And if you only remember one thing from today, let it be this. Your skin didn't get worse. The formulas you were handed just weren't built for it. There are better options out there, and you deserve to know about them. Take care of that face. It's been good to you.